Hey everybody, it's your girl. Nothing's impossible. 77, straight out of Brooklyn, New York. Hi everyone. Happy New Year to those of you that haven't gotten a Happy New Year greeting from me already. And I'm really happy to be here and to make a video. Yep, I'm not live and in person because I look like a hot mess. And really, yesterday I was all prepared to make a video. I had a, busy day. I came in, I was still looking kind of fly. So I was like, let me do my video, because I feel like I look a little cute. And my internet was down. And uh, they finally, got it up and running today. And it just so happens that I am not presentable. So y'all ain't gonna be seeing my face live and direct, okay? That being said, I just came through because, I used to make videos a lot more often, and that was because I used to make them on my way to work. And I would be in my car doing Drive Time University, but now, because of my health situation, I haven't been working lately. And so I don't have that camera readily available on my way, because my drive to work used to be like 45 minutes to an hour, and that was great time. I didn't have much to do except listen to the radio or listen to something motivational. And so I enjoyed making videos. But now they're a little bit, less frequent. But I'm going to try to change that for 2013 because I've been getting a lot of messages from people who have sent me well wishes, and so many people have reminded me that I've helped them through a rough time in their life through my videos, and that really touched me. I've often said that if my video reaches one person, at least one person, I'd be satisfied. And I never said that to be corny, or to sound real motivational. I meant it, because I've gotten messages from folks that in the past, and I don't think I've ever shared this, by the way. I've gotten messages from people that said that they actually were contemplating committing suicide, and after watching my video, they decided not to commit suicide. And believe it or not, they sent me a message to tell me how much I helped them to hold on to life. But their message helped me to realize that doing these videos are very important. It's sort of like one hand washes the other. You guys that leave comments and watch my videos, you really don't know how much you affect me either. You guys really do affect me in a great way, in a positive way. So what am I here to say today? The title of the video says that jealous people need to watch this. And I'm being real. If you ever experience any kind of jealousy, you might want to hear this. I used to watch karate movies, and one of my favorite karate movies of all time was a movie called The 7 Deadly Venoms. And anybody who's a karate head probably have seen that movie. And I did a teaching, I listened to a teaching recently about 7 deadly venoms that we as people, human beings, inhabit. And I'm paraphrasing it and putting it in my own terms, but things like intolerance and greed and egotism and suspicion and jealousy and envy, things like that are what I would consider deadly venoms. And I don't know if any of you saw in my videos from last year, I started to talk about controlling your emotions and being in control of oneself. And in order to renew your life, you'd have to renew your mind. And in order to change your life, basically, change your life, you'd have to change your mind. And those things are real serious, deep things. Being a person who has lived on both sides of the fence, I have experienced negativity at its best. I've been around negative people that I wanted to think were friends, that all they did was we did, because I partook in their behavior, in their negative behavior, tearing people down and I never felt good after being in a circle of so-called friends that totally tore somebody down, you know, annihilated somebody's name, and picked out negative traits about people and totally just wrecked them. I have never gotten up from a conversation like that and felt better about myself. And I don't know if you do, but that's you, and I'm telling you about me. I really can't tell you about you because I'm not you. So I can only tell you about me, as I've said many times before. And I didn't like that unrest that I felt, that disturbance in my spirit that I felt after tearing somebody down. It just wasn't me. And you know, there's an old adage that says when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And when you prepare yourself for a better way, a better life, you know, I open my heart to positive things. You know, I open my heart to good substance, you know, to wanting a better way out, you know, I wanted fulfillment. I realized that life for me wasn't about, you know, achieving. I mean, I've been in circles. I don't even want to go there, but I mean, I was able to shop and buy $800 shoes and $1,000 bags, and I drove, you know, S500 Mercedes, CLS 500 Mercedes. I had a Jaguar, this, that. None of that was fulfilling to me. I've had multiple dwellings. I've been real high and I've been real low. And either way that I found myself, it was peace didn't come from having things for me. Peace, I never got peace. As a matter of fact, when I was doing extremely well, when a good payday for me was in the multiple of thousands of dollars, I was at total, I mean, it was just havoc in my life. I had no peace around me. I had material things but no peace. And then I was at a real all-time low where I had nothing, and I had peace. And so I realized that wherever situation I find myself, whether I'm real high or real low, yes, it sounds like it's the biblical. It is true. I mean, I read this in the Bible and I was like, yes, honey, because that was me. But whether I've been up real high or been down real low, my peace of mind had nothing to do with what was happening around me materially. Does that make sense to anyone? And so I realized that when we, you know, when we witness these deadly venoms popping up their ugly, insidious heads in our life, we need to eliminate it, exterminate it, extinguish it, get rid of it. You know, nothing good is going to come out of being intolerant of people. Nothing good is going to come out of you being greedy or egotistical or suspicious or jealous. And by the way, jealousy, did you know that there's a diagnostic term called dementia praecox, Praecox, that is affiliated with the term being jealous, which means you're crazy, schizophrenic, mad. As the Jamaicans would say, mad, sick, head no good, like crazy. How about every time you think about being jealous, saying, oh, I wonder if he's with his friends, or is he really at the card game, or did she really, you know, is she calling her ex? I wonder if you really realize when you think like that you crazy. I wonder if you'll stop. Suspicious people, always being suspicious of somebody. Oh, what's your conspiracy theory? Oh, they out to get me. Oh, she knew Pookie and Pookie knew Bukisha and Bukisha knew, you know, LaQuanda and LaQuanda knew, you know, and that's why she's calling me because she's with them. I mean, always suspicious of something. You know, envious. Oh, I can't stand it. Yeah, she got that and he got that, but you know what? I can do it too. I mean, I don't have to break down those deadly venoms because we all know what they're about. But at the end of the day, in order to change your life, you have to change your mind. And stinking thinking ain't going to get you nowhere worth getting to. hope this reaches someone, because the information and the things that I share with you guys, I've been able to do from being hit hard by life. I've had some lonely days and some lonely nights and some very, very, I've been through some stuff, guys, to be able to share with you what I'm sharing. It doesn't come easy. Don't think, oh, you could just listen to a little 10-minute video and, oh, poof, it'll be gone. No, it takes work. You got to put some sweat in it. You got to fight. You have to fight, because those things didn't just, get into your life overnight. They took, residence, and they just got stronger and stronger in your life as it grew, as these terrible venomous emotions started to grow. They started to get stronger, and it ain't gonna be easy to get rid of them, but you can get rid of them if you want to. Throw away jealousy today. If you're acting jealous all the time, you're insane. Okay, I didn't say it. Them diagnostic people said it. Let's work towards making 2013, a victorious year. Let's be overcomers. Let's grab a hold of our circumstances and put them in a headlock instead of being put in a headlock. Guys, I hope this helps someone today. I don't want to go on any longer because I'm already up to almost 12 minutes, and I didn't intend for my video to be this long. But we could do it if we really try. Peace and love, guys. I love you all sincerely. And I'm going to try to start making my videos more frequent. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I read all your comments. Love you guys, okay? Later.